Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. So today I actually wanted to do a little video on spiritual awakenings versus Kundalini awakenings. And the reason why I combine the information for these on my channel is simply because even though these two have slight variations, the purpose of them and the destination is rather similar. And also, if you are a twin flame watching my channel, this is helpful to you as well, because at some point on your journey, you will find, regardless of if you are the divine masculine or divine feminine, you can expect to experience a Kundalini awakening. Now, to start off, a spiritual awakening is when you actually experience either a gradual or sudden shift in your awareness about your place in the world. It's when you start to feel that there is a deeper truth out there, and your connections and your place in the world all seems to seem almost meaningless. You start to seek a deeper connection and meaning to life, and therefore want to start that discovery process. Now, after you experience this shift, you actually find yourself questioning your purpose in life, and you begin to seek a deeper meaning to it. You also start to see the chaos in the world and start to see the illusions of your ego and the societal roles around you. You may also start to seek deeper meaning by going within, seeking the divine, the truth about the universe and your place within it. And finally, you also are looking towards creating a new identity that is more suitable to this new you. Now, a Kundalini awakening is a much more intense and energetic transformation and awakening that you go through. This is a full body energetic transformation that you can actually expect. And really what it deals with is your Kundalini energy, which is actually present in all of us. It actually sits dormant at the base of your spine. Now, Kundalini energy is also often referred to as Shakti Ma, which is a Hindu goddess. And really, the purpose of this life force energy, once it is awakened or activated, is to really work up through your chakra system and to really come out the crown. This can happen in one or multiple phases, and really it is triggered by whenever Kundalini is ready to awaken. So there is nothing that you can do on an individual level to really control the timing of this. A lot of individuals may try to awaken Kundalini through yoga practices. However, when Kundalini actually awakens is really not up to us. Now, Kundalini awakening symptoms and signs do vary for each individual. This is based on your emotional blockages and traumas of the past. However, some of the common signs and symptoms that we see, which is almost prevalent for everybody, has to do with the heat surges throughout your body, shaking, and vibrations that you may experience, along with fever. You may also see a lot of emotional purging and traumatic releases happen in not once but multiple phases throughout your awakening, as well as a lot of increased sensitivity to sound and light, and sometimes even psychic abilities for many. Now, there are 4 key similarities between a Kundalini awakening and a spiritual awakening. The first one is that both of these are actually leading you inward. Regardless of when you have them, they both leave you feeling very dissatisfied with the world and having to explore something more deeper and meaningful by going within, which is in search for yourself and the divine. The second one is that your inner purpose, once you discover your, sense of self and being part of a greater collective, you will want to go ahead and explore something on the outside realms of the work that you can do to help the collective. So it's almost as if your inner purpose is now going to be reflected in the 3D on the outside so that you can have more meaning in life by really working to help others and serving the divine. Now, the third one has to actually do with dark night of the soul. Now, in both of these, whether you go through a Kundalini or a spiritual awakening, you will and can expect to experience one or multiple phases of the dark night of the soul, which is really meant to dissolve your ego and for you to question your deeper and more meaningful place in life. And really, that is to lead you into, looking at yourself and in search for the divine. Now, a key difference between these two awakenings to really help you remember what these are is that a spiritual awakening has to do with a gradual or sudden shift in your perspective and your newfound sense of self in the grand design of this universe. While your Kundalini awakening is really a transformation that you go through on a physical, emotional, and psychological level to really discover the new spiritual you. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope this was helpful. God bless.